Maxey tries to turn the corner. Maxey, a Euro step. Explosive freshman out of Chicago. Maxey, alley-oop pass. Move the ball side to side.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to episode 12 of Inside the Film Room. We're going to be taking a look at Tyrese Maxey and second level finishing. So Tyrese Maxey is going to use 4 different finishes here in the second level. And these are all finishes that I work on with players when it comes to second level, whether you're utilizing a ball screen or just simply attacking downhill from the perimeter. So these clips right here is Tyrese Maxey in ball screen situations and be able to utilize his runners off 1 foot or his floater off 2 feet. So being able to just recognize when to utilize these runners or the floater, right? Understanding the situation, and then again, just being under control. The main emphasis is being under control with your feet, your body, and then if you're under control with those 2 things, you're going to have great control for the basketball, right? Good touch, good arc, and then going to be able to finish around the rim at a consistent rate. So Tyrese Maxey is going to come off the ball screen here in this first clip, and his defender is going to get clipped by the level of the screen. And now he's chasing, so he's over the top. So Tyrese Maxey is able to now get his shoulders downhill to the rim, and now he's confronting number 50 here in drop coverage for Auburn. So number 50 is going to be retreating, hands are down. That usually means that he's trying to contain the basketball, keep that basketball in front of his chest, and not allow Tyrese Maxey to get outside his hips and get downhill to the rim. So Tyrese Maxey is going to recognize this. Again, he's playing in a crowd right now, so that usually, within a crowd, the best thing to do is play under control, play off 2. So he's going to play off 2 here, get to a stride stop, go right, left. Hips are going to be engaged on this stride stop here, as you can see. So he gets downhill, defender's chasing. His defender's able to get back to his hip, but he's able to control, hips engaged once he gets to 2 feet, and then he's under control, hand under the ball. And then good, high arcing shot, good touch. And again, best time to get in the floaters, runners, anything at the second level is you want to read Big's hands are down, and then you're able to get to that quick finish. No need to try to force your way all the way to the rim. This is where you got to have craft finishing at the second level. Tyrese Maxey now in this next clip, he's going to get downhill. Now he's going to be in space. So he's going to be in space. As he comes off in space, you're going to see number 50 here. It's going to be essentially a one-on-one matchup downhill. So he's got all this space. The other 3 defenders are attached to their matchups. So 50 is going to have his hands up. He wants to deter Tyrese Maxey from getting into his mid-range shot, which he's more than capable of doing. He obviously has the option, once he comes off this screen, to get into the 3 if he gets his feet set quickly. But again, he keeps his feet moving, doesn't get into the mid-range shot. So here he's going to try to change pace, get downhill. The moment that he changes pace, tries to get downhill, you can see how the Big's hands go from high to deter the mid-range shot, to have his hands up to try to contest. Now he's got to drop his hands to get his feet in position to cut off Tyrese Maxey from getting to the rim. So now he gets his hands down, moves his feet. Tyrese Maxey sees that he anticipates and slides to the right-hand side. Tyrese Maxey does a great job of changing direction. So Euro steps are not just for getting all the way to the rim, right, to avoid the Big stepping up. Euro steps can also be utilized as runners in the second level. So you can see he changes direction. And now being this far out, he's not going to try to force his way, double clutching to finish at the rim. He's going to decelerate, control his feet. He knows number 50 is going to try to get back and contest. So he can decelerates, controls his feet. He goes straight up and down. Great body control, great touch. And then he's able to finish at the rim. So again, just being able to control your feet, decelerate, slow down, and then be able to go straight up into your shot. That is key once you get to the second level. It's not about rushing, right? If you're rushing or you're trying to play too quick, it's usually going to result in a, not a consistent shot, right? Because you're not going to have your feet under control. You're not going to have your body under control. You're going to be very off balance, and then you're going to be rushing the shot. And that's where you see a lot of shots that don't have a soft touch. That usually means that you're trying to play, too fast. You got to be able to play with great pace, slow yourself down, and regain and get back to playing under control if you're not playing under control the whole time, which is the goal. So now Maxey's going to get downhill here. Again, another high ball screen here. This one is way above. This one's almost out of a scoring area here. Number 00 is pressuring him as he's at the jump circle. So you can see Nick Richards comes over, sets the screen, flips his screen, gets Tyrese Maxey again. Chest is downhill. So if you get your chest downhill, that means you're going to be able to play at the second level. 15's in retreat mode, getting his feet back. And now with Tyrese Maxey here in a crowd, he's going to have to play quickly. So his options here, he can always look to pop back, but you can see how 00 veers off to Nick Richards here as Tyrese Maxey gets downhill. Tyrese Maxey is going to do a great job of throwing off the timing of the defender here. This is a very advanced floater at the second level. It's the same foot, same hands. But again, it just comes down to being able to decelerate, stop on a dime, hips are engaged. And these are the type of reps you got to be able to get in workouts where you're really focusing on your footwork, you're breaking down that touch, and you're focused on being under control. And then you're able to put it in situations, whether it's in workouts, doing small-sided games, or you're at practice with your team, focusing on anything out of a ball screen situation within your offense, right? Or you're just trying to, again, attack from the perimeter off a closeout. These are key ways to be able to get into your second level runners or floaters. And then again, Maxey just does a great job with his craft, being able to play under control, good pace, quickly get into the floater in that situation. Last clip here. This is going to be versus a 2-3 zone. So you're going to see here within this 2-3 zone, Tyrese Maxey is going to be able to turn the corner. Not great defense here by Utah Valley. So now, again, Maxey just turning the corner. And this is where, in terms of taking your game to the next level, being able to be one step ahead of the defense. So he knows as he comes off this ball screen and he turns the corner, he knows what his options are going to be. He knows he's going to have this floater at the second level. He knows he might have a chance to lob this to Nick Richards in the dunker spot, right? But the defender here at the bottom of the zone for Utah Valley does a good job of covering down, getting to his hips. So with Tyrese Maxey, that's taken away, and he has that space. He already knows before he picks up the ball that that's going to be a shot, and that's the difference in terms of really taking your game to the next level, being one step or two steps ahead of the defense, be able to know exactly what your read or your decision is going to be. And that usually means you're going to be able to play with great control and have great confidence with what you're doing. So again, Maxey's just able to get to a regular runner here under control. Again, you can see the high arcing shot with number 4 trying to contest. And these are where you got to be able to finish. And this is why short-sided games or situational games are so important. You got to be able to put these reps in the different situations where you have to finish against defenders trying to contest, or whether you're a coach and you have maybe a blocking pad or something that you can throw up as players are working on the finishes. They got to be able to finish, keep their eyes focused on the basketball all the way through the net, and not be worried about defenders trying to contest the shot. So this is where you're able to get really efficient, really consistent finishing, either all the way at the rim or at the second level.